data science and the world around it. Next, Nitin will take you on a tour of the academic and learning process that we follow at Uni Athena. And last, Ms. Fatima will talk about the admission process, course pathway, and the fee structure. At the end of the session, we will have an extensive Q&A session where you can communicate one-to-one with us, and Ms. Fatima will be there to help you out with all your queries over there. So without delaying, let's see what you will get to know about the most popular terminologies that is currently revolving across the globe, that is data science. So here you can see that I will be starting from the most important and basic question, because everyone has like this question, that what is data science actually. And so I will be taking you through the importance of data science, the applications, and the benefit of data science in businesses. In addition to it, I will be guiding you on the process, techniques, and technologies that are associated with data science, and obviously you can say the technologies that are currently employed or need to implement for any decision making in any businesses. And at last, I will give you an overview of the work handled by data people or data executive in various companies or organizations, the challenges they face while working on the data, the pathways, how they can get into this, or how you can get into this domain, data domain, and what are the opportunities for you all. Okay, these all things I'm going to discuss. You can see the list of questions that I'm going to discuss. Okay.
Prashant, are you there?
Sorry for the Mr. Sorry for the interruption, guys. Okay, so I was discussing about all the questions that we are going to deal over here in this section. So let's start with the basic question. And it's a very big question. What is data science, and why is this terminology so popular nowadays? So basically, in a layman term, data science is a study of data to extract meaningful information or insights from businesses. Okay, but again, when this question is asked, a new question is arrived, that a few decades back also data used to generate. So why this much popularity to data science now? And the answer is very simple. The data storage capacity has become cheaper. The data size has, the data storage capacity has become cheaper. The storage size has become minimized. The processing power of our current machine or computer has been increased. And you may see that the data transfer has become more easy with advanced communication system. Now we are into 3G, 4G, and 5G. So data transfer is very easy. That's why the need of data science has become more popular and popular. Okay. And obviously, if you see that we all knows that data analysis were done earlier also, but using statistics. Okay, but in statistics there was some limitations. Okay, but now with advanced computing capabilities, we got the freedom to experiment with data as per our requirement or convenience. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, that the with advanced computing capabilities, the field of data science has achieved the ability to deal with the vast volume of data using modern tools and techniques. Okay, so if we talk about modern tools and techniques, so we are quite aware that once a sustainable technology is invented or launched in the market, a lot of supporting tools and techniques get into the market parallelly. So for example, we can understand like if you are using the Chrome browser, now inside Chrome, you can see you get an option to embed external add-ins or extensions for various purpose to help you out with different tasks. So this is the one kind of example where you get an extension. It's an parallel technology support for the Chrome browser. So this happens with every technology. Once any technology is like landed in the market, so a lot of technology around that comes in the market to support that. Okay, and if we talk about the another aspect of data science is the capability to find unseen pattern from the historical data. So this was not possible unless you don't have a huge storage capacity with parallel data processing machine. Because if you cannot handle the huge data, how you will process it and how you can see the pattern inside it. Okay, that's why these unseen patterns nowadays help businesses to derive meaningful information and make decisions. Okay, so this is the reason why data science is getting more popular like in the next 5 to 10 years, and it was not popular like in 60s or 70s. Okay, so I think like after that also we can see that data science is helping the businesses to answer questions like what happened, why it happened, what will happen, and what can be done with the results. These all answers are provided by data science and based on the data. Okay, and a more detail of this kind of things we'll be discussing in the later slides, but this is all these are the features that makes data science the most prominent and dominant technology in the market. So moving to the next slide, we will be talking about little bit of history, importance, and the future of data science. So if we talk about the history and future, as I mentioned earlier, that in 60s there is an alternative name was there, statistics. So, okay, so statistics was there and all the data analysis was done using statistics. In the late 90s, computer science professionals formalized this term and named it as data science or any nomenclature based on the data and become famous. And obviously you can see that how like nowadays people say that data is the fuel of the 21st century because it is powering the current industries to improve their performance and provide better product. And I think it will be going to continue doing so far. Also, like if we focus on the demand and supply in the digital market, so we can see that whether it's a social media engagement platform or shopping via e-commerce websites or online education or remote jobs or concept like virtual reality has created the demand for data professionals who can help their organization to compete with their rivals. And also you can see that in this 2 year of pandemic, how this digital demand has grown exponentially. So these all things and these all high demand of digital industry I mentioned earlier also has created an ecosystem of and jobs within the field of data science. That's why a whole ecosystem of data science has been created, and there is a huge demand of the data professional in this domain. So if we move to next slide, so over here I will be giving you a brief overview like what is data science used for. Okay, so over here you will be know that how businesses use data science and what are the analysis, different kind of analysis that has been performed by various industries people. Okay, so frankly speaking, usually 60 to 80% of the businesses perform only these 4 type of analysis on their data. However, there are more type of analysis, but over here we are not going to discuss those kind of analysis because those are more intense and in depth. Okay, so majorly 4 kind of analysis are there, like descriptive analysis, prescriptive analysis, diagnostic, and predictive analysis. Okay, so I will be starting from descriptive analysis. So descriptive analysis examines data to gain information or insight into what happened or what is happening in the data environment. Okay, so while people who are data people who are working for descriptive analysis, they will characterize it by visualization techniques. Okay, they will plot pie chart, bar chart, line graphs, or tables to do or perform descriptive analysis. So we will understand this analysis using a simple example, okay, because example is the best way to understand all the analysis types, and you can differentiate it, okay, based on examples. So I'm just taking an example of, like, let us consider a flight booking service. Okay, so flight booking services, they record data like the number of tickets booked every day. Okay, so here how this descriptive analysis will help them. So descriptive analysis will be helping them to reveal booking spikes. Okay, they will reveal booking slumps also, and high performing months for this kind of services. So this descriptive analysis is going to help the business to optimize its ticket price during the festivals, during holidays, or any events, to book profit from it. Or you can say that they may add more traveling options to their customer during these high frequency seasons. So there is no such kind of predictive things or diagnostic thing happening. It's less just kind of descriptive analysis. The data is there, and the based on the data, you find some kind of little bit patterns, and you will take now business decisions based on upon this analysis. Okay, this is all about descriptive analysis. So if we talk about diagnostic analysis, okay, which is more detailed data examination to understand why something happened. Okay, the name suggests diagnostic. So obviously diagnostic means you wanted to find that detailed examination that what actually happened, something happened. Okay, so once a data people start working on diagnostic analysis, so they will characterize it by using techniques like data discovery, or drill down, or data mining, or correlations. So now try to understand the difference between difference between descriptive and diagnostic. So in descriptive, you will get a descriptive uh, knowledge of the data. But over here, if we talk about diagnostic, I will take an example. Okay, so let us consider in any factory. Okay, you need to detect the reason for any fault that is regularly happening in any industrial machine. Okay, so what we can do, we will collect or log every second or minute or hour or daily data generated from the machine and all the variables related to it. Then we will try to find if there is any correlation between this variable, and hence the responsible variable for the fault of the machines. So over here we diagnose the machine based on their variables. So if like 10 variables are there, we will diagnose the variables, we'll collect the variables, and then we will find a correlation that which is the variable that is responsible for the fault of the machine. So this is the kind of diagnostic analysis. Okay, so let's move to the next section, that is we have our predictive analysis. In predictive analysis, like data people uses historical data to make accurate forecast about data patterns that may occur in the future. So data people working with predictive analysis, they implement techniques such as machine learning, forecasting, or pattern matching, or predictive modeling. Okay, so these are the basic techniques which are used for predictive analysis. And I hope you all have heard the name of regression analysis. So regression is a very like a common analysis technique which are used over here. Okay, so again we will see the predictive analysis using an example. Okay, so we'll take the same example, the flight service team. Okay, now you can see that the flight service team is logging all the data. Okay, so based on those historical data or like previous year data, what they can do, they can predict flying booking pattern for the coming year. So obviously they have the previous data, they can find a pattern for the next year. Okay, and the company can get the expected insight of the customer future travel requirement. Okay, so if in the month of May they get that this kind of travelers travel often, so obviously they can target those customers by their advertisements, and particular for the cities from the early month also. Okay, so that they can predict something before happening, and then they can ask for the they can come up with new advertisements based on that. Okay, so this is all about predictive analysis. So the fourth one is prescriptive analysis. So obviously prescriptive analysis is very much near to predictive, and prescriptive analysis is performed after predictive analysis. Okay, so normally what happens, it takes predictive data to the next level. Okay, so it's not only predict what is likely to happen, but it also suggests an optimum response to that what you can say outcome. Okay, so it has a potential that it can analyze the implications of different choices and recommend the best course of action. Okay, so while performing prescriptive analysis, you can use graph analysis, you can use simulating complex event, and obviously there are a few machine learning techniques you can use over here, like neural networks and recommendation engines you can use over here for prescriptive analysis. Okay, so this is all about the data science and the techniques or the basic analysis that are taken care, okay, in any industries or business. And if you are working related to any data field, obviously you must be knowing these are the four techniques which are widely used. Okay, yeah, there are lots of techniques, but again these are the high end techniques, and that is not possible to cover up in this small session. Okay. Okay, so next we are going to discuss about what is actually data science process. Okay, so I will be talking about very general data science project. Okay, because different businesses handle data science project differently. Okay, so before getting your hands dirty with the raw data, you need to work with business stakeholders, because you need to understand the business requirement or need of the business requirement. Okay, so over here you need to find out the problem statement. Okay, once the problem has been defined, you may start solving it using the following data science process. Okay, so after once you understand the problem, business problem, the first step will be to collect or obtain the data. Okay, collection of the data. So if you are working in an industry or any company, so obviously you will be extracting data from internal database of your company, or company may have your CRM software or web server logs are there. Okay, you can get the data from inside your company. Or if you are working independently or you are working with a third party, so you can download the pre-existing data. You can download from the data repository available on the website. So this is the first step where you need to collect or obtain the data, and it can be downloaded from repository, or if you're working in industry or industrial project, you can get the data from your management people or the industry people. The second step is to process the data. Once you have the data, it is important to process the data, because your data is not clean. It requires scrubbing and data cleaning extensively. Okay, so there are two terminologies I just spelled, scrubbing and data cleaning, and both the techniques like differ a little bit only. If you talk about scrubbing, we might include like fixing spelling mistakes, and adding spaces or removing spaces, changing all the date values to a common standard format. So these all things are involved in scrubbing. If we talk about data cleaning process, then data handling missing data, fixing data errors, removing any data outliers, or normalize the data or standardize the data. And so these are the thing that normally happen in processing the data. Okay, so it is also known as EDA, that is exploratory data analysis. And trust me, like 80% of the time you will be spending in this step 2, that is exploratory data analysis. And in exploratory data analysis, you sometimes you do data visualization also to understand the data. Okay, So this is all about the second process, that is process of the data, raw data. After that, once you process the data, it's time to get the insight. Okay, so over here you explore the data and extract some kind of insight or information from it. So normally this stage is performed for planning further data modeling strategy, or you gain a data, gain a initial understanding of the data. You can use descriptive statistics, you can use data visualization tool, you can explore the data to identify interesting patterns that can be studied further, or a lot of management people take action based on this kind of modeling over here. Okay, so this is all about getting insight or getting information from it. Okay, and the final stage is modeling the data and making decision of it. Okay, so there are a lot of softwares and machine learning algorithms are there that are used to gain a deeper insight from the data. So they have the possibility, they have the potential to predict outcomes and prescribe the best course of action, because based on the business requirement, you need to keep in your mind that what kind of model you are implementing. So all kind of things you need to think at this stage, where you will implement a particular machine learning techniques for that particular business domain. You can use association, you can use classification, or you can use clustering that are applied on data sets, and then based on that you will find some insights or information that will be useful for your business requirement. Okay, so this is all about is done in this last stage. Okay, and this data model can be finally fine-tuned many times to improve results outcomes. Okay, so these four sections what I would describe, this is an generalized overview of any data science project. Okay, so if we move to the next section, that is data science techniques and technologies. So if we talk about techniques and technology, so techniques are the method that are used by data people to solve any problem or to get insight from the data, and technologies are the thing the data people work with this kind of technologies. Okay, these are vice versa. So sometimes if you talk about technologies, so data people use these technologies inside the data science project, or sometimes they provide some support to these technologies. It's and vice versa. So we will see about the techniques. So basically if we talk about the techniques, there are a wide range of techniques available, but it's not possible to discuss all the range of techniques. I will discuss three techniques. Okay, the one is classification, regression, and clustering. Okay, so and I will tell you the difference also, what is classification, regression, and clustering with a small example. Okay, so if we talk about classification, it is kind of sorting of data into specific group or categories. Okay, so if we take an business example, so it will be easier to understand taking an example. So let us consider we need to classify social media comments into positive, negative, or neutral sentiments. Maybe the business requirement can be anything, but the thing is classification is a technique then that you can put on any data. So if you are collecting any data from like social media comments, like we have twitters, so Twitter comments are there, so you can download the Twitter comments, and based on that comments you can classify that the post is how positive, negative, or neutral sentiment. Okay, so over here you can do this kind of classifications. Okay, another classification example I can give you, like classifying stocks and insurance policies. These are the high risk or low risk stocks, or insurance policies are high risk or low risk. You can classify this also. And in the banking sector, like classifying customers based on their credit scores, whom to target for a loan, because in bank you have a very big data set, big data of your customers. So based on their credit score, you can classify that these are the bunch of customers whom we can approach for the loans. So this is all about classification, where we do sorting of data based on a specific group. If we talk about regression, so it's a method of finding relationship between two unrelated data points. Okay, again we will understand taking a business example. Okay, let us consider we are very much interested to find the relationship between customer satisfaction and the number of employees. Okay, so obviously in a company you can find the relationship between customer satisfaction and the number of employee by taking the data of the customers. Okay, by taking some kind of surveys and or just put all the variables, ask a lot of question, and based on that you can find the relationship between customer satisfaction and the number of employees. Also, you can find the relationship between sales of any product in winter and summer. Okay, so if any company wanted to know the ice cream sell in winter and summer, what is the relation? So obviously they can get this relationship based on their data, historical data, and using this regression technique. Okay, the third is clustering. So clustering is the method of like when you say grouping closely related data together. Okay, like the way we group like dogs, cats, the same way clustering is the method of grouping closely related data together to look for pattern or anomalies. Okay, and don't confuse clustering with the sorting techniques, because sorting is something different. Okay, because the data cannot be accurately classified into fixed categories. Okay, in sorting, data cannot be accurately classified into fixed category. Hence the data is grouped into most likely relationships. Okay, there should be some relationship between two data, then only these data are grouped into one, and there the clustering concept or techniques is uh, implemented. As I said, dogs is one cluster will be there, cats will be another clustering will be there, because the characteristics are same. Dog is having same characteristics, cats are having same characteristics. In such a way the clustering happens. Okay, so new patterns and relationship can be discovered with clustering. So I will just give you a very small example that like you can group customers with similar purchase behavior for improved customer services. Okay, you can like a lot of malls, okay, or a lot of shops, they group customers with similar patterns or behavior. Okay, so that they can offer something different or attractive to them. Okay, the same way you can group network traffic also. A lot of telecom companies do the same kind of things, or a lot of network companies do the same kind of thing. They group network traffic to identify daily usage pattern, and they can identify network attack also based on this. Okay, so this is all about three techniques I shared, like classification, regression, and clustering. So let's move to the technology section, where data science is being widely used, or you may say serving each other and vice versa. So the data people usually work with these complex technologies like artificial intelligence, cloud computing, IoTs, that is Internet of Things, and quantum computing. So I will not go very much in depth of this kind of things. Okay, just I will give a brief overview what actually data people do with artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is a very big umbrella. Under that umbrella, so we have machine learning models and very much related software, and those kind of machine learning models and related software are used for predicting and predictive analysis and prescriptive analysis, and a lot of several analysis you can do under this. Okay, so data people work with this kind of models taking help of artificial intelligence. If we take about cloud computing, so you can see I will just start with giving you example. You can see Amazon Web Services or Google Colab. So these are the web services that has provided a like opportunity for us to store our data on the cloud, to process our data on the cloud, and obviously they are providing a good amount of bandwidth also. Okay, so now the data people don't need to rely on their personal laptops or personal PC or personal machines, because these Amazon Web Service or Google Colabs are providing um, cloud-based computing. Cloud-based computing means they have their server. We just need to write the code, and these codes are executed on the web, that is cloud, and we get the output over there. So now the company don't need their own setup. They can use cloud technologies and they can access the data from their web. Okay, so this is all about cloud computing. If we talk about Internet of Things, so Internet of Things is all about connecting devices automatically. You see smart homes are there, smart streets are there, so everything, every small devices nowadays are connected to the internet. Okay, so they generate massive amount of data which need to be processed, which need to be some kind sometimes it need to be mined, and then after mining, data extraction happens, and again you get insights from that data, and again that data will be helpful for taking business decisions. So a lot of internet of thing data data that is generated from internet of things are stored, and they are processed, and again that business insights are taken care. Okay, so another section is quantum computing. It's very high level of thing, quantum computer. So quantum computers has the ability that can perform complex calculation at high speed. Okay, so if we talk about the data related to space science, or data related to any mathematical research, so over there machine learning people or data science people or skilled data scientists use them for building complex quantitative algorithm. So over there also data science people are contributing in quantum computing. Okay, these are the like small four general technology I discussed over here, but there are lot more technologies you can explore, and you can get to know what contribution is data science people are making into this technology, and how they are using these technologies into their data science projects. Moving next section, I usually come across this question related to data related roles and fields, and I see that a lot of confusion is there within my students. Hence, today I will be trying to differentiate the various data fields, because a lot of question is asked, that is what is difference between data science and data analytics, data science and business analytics, what is the role, and everything like everyone asks this kind of questions. So that's why I thought it's good to add these sections also. So if we take the first question, that what is the difference between data science and data analytics? So we all know what is data science. So I will be discussing how it is different from the data analytics. So if you talk about data analytics, so data analytics is a subset of data science. When you start working on data science, it means you are somewhere doing the data analytics work also. Okay, so data science is an umbrella term for all aspect of data processing, from the collection to modeling to insight. So all the four steps that I shown earlier in the slide. So from collecting the data, processing the data, modeling the data, and getting the insight or information from the data, these all come inside the data analytics. Okay. On the other hand, data analytics is mainly concerned with statistics, mathematics, and statistical analysis. Okay, so when you work with the data, so you need to plot your data, that is the data is correct or not. So obviously you will be using some t-test, okay, z-test to test your data. So over you need statistics. So those kind of data analytics work will be needed over here. Okay, it focus on only data analysis, while data science is related to the bigger picture around organizational data. Okay, when the problem statements come to you from any organization, so you need to see as a complete picture, as a whole. But being in data and analytics, you need to work on one small bunch of the data. Okay, and then you have to get the insight of from that bunch of data, or if you are working on just particular 5 to 10 variables, so you should understand what this variable is saying, and how those variables are impacting overall your business problem. Okay, this is all about data analytics. If we move to the next question, that is what is the difference between data science and business analytics? So there is a huge gap between business analytics and data science. So business analysts bridge the gap between business and IT. So when any businessman come up with a business problem, he is unaware of the technical terminologies. He is unaware that how my problem can be solved with computing or IT. Okay, so over here there need a person who understand both the things. He understand the data science also, that is he understand the IT field also, and he understand the business field also. So over there, business analysts are the people, or these are the data people who understand both the aspect, and they talk to both the people. They get the business problem from the management people, and they convey that business problem into technical aspect to the IT people, so that he can get the solution. And then after getting the solution from the IT people, he again convey the solution to the management people in terms of management speech, because management people will understand the management language. Okay, so these business analysts will make understand in the business language only. IT people will understand in the IT language only. So business analyst is an like a bridge between the IT and business people. Okay, this is the role of business analytics people. Okay, now if we talk about what is the difference between data science and data engineering. So there is a huge gap over here. If you talk about data engineering, so these people build and maintain the system, okay, that allow data scientists to access and interpret data. Okay, so data engineers may be responsible for managing related infrastructure like big data storage or streaming or processing platform like Amazon services. So these are the data engineering people who help data scientists or data science people to manage each and everything, and they are very much backed up with SQL database data structure. Okay, data engineering, because data is stored somewhere, so people should understand when you are working with the data how the data is transforming. So data engineers are helpful over there. Okay, so it is very important for these data engineers to work closely with the data science people. The next is what is the difference between data science and machine learning. So machine learning is the science of training a machine to analyze and learn from the data the way human do. Okay, so it's a technique, it has been developed. Machine learning has been developed. Okay, previously in 60s or 70s we have statistics, but now we have a machine learning. So it is one of the method used in the data science project to gain automated insights from the data. Okay, so you cannot say that machine learning or data science is different. Yeah, machine learning is a technique that is implemented inside a data science project. Okay, if we talk about statistics, the difference between statistics and data science, obviously I said earlier, obviously when we're working with the data, you need to know the nature, you need to know the inside of the data, you need to sometimes you need to visualize the data. So obviously statics is there, like t-test, z-test, you need to know the relationship. Regression, you need to know the difference, you need ANOVA is there, analysis of variance is there, standard deviations are there. These are the statistical techniques that are used for data mining, data processing, data analysis. So this is the difference between data science and statistics. So in an like overall term, I will say that machine learning and statistics are performed inside data science. Okay, it has nothing to do with the role. Okay, these are performed inside data science. I hope this all difference is clear. The next section I will be talking about the data people and their challenges, what they face while working with the data project, and I'll be talking about their pathway, that how they can earn degree, what kind of degrees they require to get into the data field. So these data people while working with the data, okay, they are like face a lot of challenges. Okay, so the first challenge is multiple data sources. Okay, so there are different type of applications and tools to generate data in various format. Okay, and the challenge is that they need to clean and prepare data to make it consistent, and this can be tedious and time consuming. Trust me, 90% of the time you will be investing in this cleaning and preparation of the data. 90% of the time, 10% of the time you will be building model and finding the insight, because you don't know what kind of sources, what kind of data sources you are utilizing to get the data, because the client will give you the data, raw data. Client don't understand the data, but you need to make the data in a formatted way, and then you can build a model. If you don't clean the data, the model will not work properly, and the information, the insight you will get, if it will be like of no use. That's why it's a very big challenge for the data people, that how they clean the data, how they prepare the data, and they spend 70 to 80% of the time into this section. The next the thing is understanding the business problem. While working the data, you should understand the business problem, because business problem is somewhere linked with the variables or features. If you don't understand the feature, so how you are going to work with the data? You should understand what the feature is and how those features are important for the business decision making. That why you need to handle those feature very critically. Sometimes what happen, if we have less data associated to one feature, so if any data scientist don't have that knowledge, okay, business problem, he will drop that feature. But what will happen, that feature is important to the business. So You cannot drop that feature. Instead, you need to generate some kind of synthetic data to fulfill that column or row. So that's why it is said that you must understand the business problem. You must understand the variables to move further for modeling or for doing some kind of analysis. The third challenge that they face in the elimination of bias. As I mentioned, if you have imbalanced data means like if you need to do classifications and you don't have balanced classification, you don't have 50% of the data, so it becomes very tough to predict something because the behavior of the model across the different groups will differ. For instance, if the tool is trained primarily on data, like let us consider, I'm just giving you an example, okay, like you trained a model based on middle-aged individual, okay. Now the problem is the same model will not work or not give that accuracy while making prediction involving younger or older people. Okay, you build a model based on middle-aged, but when you will run that on a younger or older people, then it will not work. So these kind of bias thing will be a problem in the data. So you need to understand the business problem also, and then you have to eliminate this bias. So there are a lot of techniques to eliminate the bias. Obviously, you will learn in this data science program if you take this program. Okay. So there are a lot of challenges. While you start working, you will come to know the challenges, and once you start working, you will come to know how to handle those kind of challenges also. So the second section is how to become a data scientist or how to become a data professional. Okay, so there are 3 steps. First, you need to earn a bachelor degree, and after that, you need to earn a master's degree in data science or related field. Okay, and while doing data science, you can gain experience in the field of interest. Doesn't matter from which domain you belong. It's in finance, it's marketing, it's sales, it's medical, or whatever the domain is. Doesn't matter. Data science apply everywhere. Okay, so obviously you need a master's degree in the data science, and then you can just jump into or dive into this data field. Okay, and you can be a good data professional. So my last slide is all about the opportunity in the data field. So if you be a if you wanted to be a data scientist or data people, so there are a lot of opportunity data science jobs. Okay, you can see you can be a business analyst, you can be a big data analyst, you can be a decision scientist, you can be a machine learning engineer, you can be a financial analyst, you can be a data engineer, you can be a data journalist. So there are a lot of opportunities for you to be in this field. Okay, so these are the opportunities, and a lot of thing is there, so you can consult us directly to get insight of this complete data science program. Okay, so next, I would like to introduce that Uni Athena is in collaboration with the Marconi University, is having a very good program on data science, and that program will be discussed by Mr. Nitin. So he will be giving you insight of Uni Athena and Marconi University, how we collaborated and how we come up with this data science program. So Nitin, please, you can continue from this slide. Thank you.
Thank you, Prashant. I think that was a very insightful session on data science, what data science is all about, and your career opportunities in the field of data science. Now, what I will be discussing is in terms of the Masters of Data Science program that Uni Athena is offering in collaboration with Guillermo Marconi University, Italy. So as you must have heard Prashant saying, Uni Athena is the latest entrant of the Westford Education Group. The Westford Education Group has more than 20 years of legacy in the higher education space, and Uni Athena is our latest concern, where all of our programs that we are offering in Uni Athena can be completed in an online format or in the online platform. And we have partnered with some of the premier universities spread across Europe, including Italy, Spain, UK, and we have collaborations with universities in USA as well. So we have a lot of university partnerships, and the Masters in Data Science program that we are offering here at Uni Athena is in collaboration with the Guillermo Marconi University, which is one of the premier universities in Italy. It's based out of Italy. Prashant, can you move to the next slide?
Yeah, sure.
So the Guillermo Marconi University is recognized by the Italian Ministry of Education. It's one of the premier universities in Europe, in the whole of Europe. It follows the Bologna process. The university follows the Bologna process. The Bologna process is nothing but it's a process which seeks to create a lot of integration among the various universities in Europe. So all of the countries that are participating or that are part of the Bologna process agree in terms of recognitions of the qualifications that each of these universities are providing, and also in terms of the learning period that was completed within each of these universities. Okay, so the advantage, the benefit that you have is that there is a lot of mobility in terms of transferring from one university to another. Say for example, you've done a degree, the undergraduate program in one university, another university that is part of the Bologna process will recognize the undergraduate qualification that you completed with, let's say, another university, and you can directly move into a master's program uh, that is offered by another university that is part of this understanding of this process. So that is very beneficial for you to have as a learner who's completing the data science program. And it's also ranked as one of the premier universities in Europe, and it holds a multi-rank classification as well. Okay, so that's a little bit about the university that we have partnered with to offer this data science program. Uh, Now let's discuss a little bit about uh, what are some of the benefits of completing a master's from a European university. As you might all be aware of, European universities are always held in high esteem and high regard because of the global recognition that they offer in terms of, you complete a degree from a European university, it is recognized all over the world. So that's a very strong case for anyone to complete their degree from or a master's from a European university. Okay, and most of the learning material, the learning resources that are being offered, as well as the assessments, are all very practical and industry relevant. Okay, it's not rote theoretical learning that you're doing when you're part of a European university. There is a lot of effort that is being put into designing the curriculum, ensuring that the learning material is relevant to the learners who are completing this program, and also make sure that whatever assessments or whatever assignments that are being done are all very practical, bringing in live or real case studies and working on real business problems or business challenges. So that's a very unique aspect of completing a degree or a master's program from a European university. And obviously, all this creates a product or a program that is of superior quality in comparison to some of the programs offered by some of the other universities. So there is a superior quality and a legacy associated with European universities. Uh, at the same time, European universities also offer, you know, a lot of affordability. It's not that it becomes really unattainable. We really can afford all of the programs that are being offered, especially through Uni Athena. There is a lot of affordability that comes into picture as well. And one very important aspect that I feel is making this program very unique with doing this program with Uni Athena is the flexibility that Uni Athena offers, and the time that it takes to complete this program. While Prashant was giving the session, I could see several of you asking about, how flexible the program is, or what is the duration that is required to complete this program. So let me assure you that there is a lot of flexibility in terms of how you can complete each of the modules or the subjects that are part of this Masters in Data Science program. It's a self-paced program which gives you a lot of flexibility to learn whenever you get some time to put in some time towards your learning. So it's a completely self-paced program, and there is a lot of support, academic support offered from Athena as well, in terms of helping you and ensuring that you complete these modules and thereby successfully complete the program as well. And if you see, you can actually complete this program, this whole Masters in Data Science program, within a time span of 9 months, which is absolutely incredible if you ask me, in terms of getting a master's degree. So if you put in, if you are ready, willing to work, and if you are willing to put that extra effort, I'm sure that you will be able to complete this program within 9 months, and you can take anywhere up to 24 months, which is close to 2 years, to complete this program. So like I was discussing, it's a self-paced program. So depending on how fast you are able to move, you can even complete this program within 9 months, which is a very important aspect, or it's a key aspect of completing this program with us. Next slide, question. So apart from the master's degree that is being offered by Guillermo Marconi University, this program also gives you the opportunity to get a dual certification, which means that apart from the master's degree in data science, which is being offered by the Guillermo Marconi University, you also get a chance to get a certification for the postgraduate diploma in data science offered by the Cambridge International Qualifications UK. So these are the two certifications that you will get when you successfully complete this Masters in Data Science program. Both of these are, like I was saying, extremely good to have, good certificates to have, which have global recognition. So that's one of the important advantages or benefits of doing this program with us. Next slide. So like I was saying before, we have a very flexible way in which you can complete this program. You can complete this program. It's a completely self-paced program. It's a completely online program. You don't have to be anywhere. You can complete this course online, and you get to complete this within anywhere between 9 to 24 months. Okay, so that's a key highlight of completing this MBS program with us. You also get to pay per course module. So the entire program is structured into several subjects, or what are called modules. So you're completing one module after another to complete the master's degree or the Masters in Data Science. So Uni Athena gives you the opportunity or the option to pay for one module, or pay for the module that you're enrolling into. So it is not necessary that you have to make the entire payment for this program upfront. You can simply make a registration fee, and you can just pay for the initial modules that you will be doing, or the initial module that you will be doing. And as and when you complete that module and decide to move forward to the next module, then you can make the payment for the next module and start off from there. So there is a lot of flexibility in terms of the payment as well. Okay, and again, a European university is providing you the certificate, and that too a premier university like Guillermo Marconi University. And one other very important aspect that I feel differentiates us from everybody else is in terms of the personal tutor support that you will be receiving while you are enrolled into this program. So uh, what personal tutor support does is that, let's say when you enroll into the Masters in Data Science program, then Uni Athena will be providing you a learning facilitator who will give you one-on-one mentorship or one-on-one academic support in terms of any of the academic queries or academic concerns that you have while you're going through this program. So as you know, the learning is happening online. The entire learning is happening on the online platform. So we are offering you a learning facilitator or a personal tutor or mentor who will be there with you always. You can reach out to them at any point in time for any concerns that you have, both academic or even non-academic, and we are here to help you. And the sole aim of the learning facilitator or the personal tutor is to ensure that you are able to successfully complete the modules in this program and get that degree that you're enrolled for. Okay, so that's a very unique highlight that we have, or a unique aspect of Uni Athena in terms of the personal support that we are offering. Next slide, question. So now we'll just look at what are the key modules uh, that you will be completing, or the subjects that you will be completing as part of this data science program. So when you enroll into the program, you start off with a module on introduction to data analytics. So this module gives you the fundamental understanding of how data analytics is done, what are some of the important applications and tools that are available for data analysis, how data is organized, how data can be uh, set or created so that the analysis can be done. Okay, so what are some of the applications that you can use for data analytics? All of that, that basic foundation is created, or the learner understands that in the introduction to data analytics module. Then we move on to the application to data analytics module. And it is in this module that you learn to apply the learnings that you had in the first module on real business challenges and real business problems. Okay, how do you apply the data analytics concepts onto the business challenges that we have? Okay, so that is what you will be learning in the application to data analytics module. After that, we move on to the machine learning module. So machine learning, like how Prashant was explaining, is something that is being done, or a technology that is being enabled within the data science project. So you will get a foundation and a clear understanding of the role of machine learning in data science and how it is implemented in data science projects. After that, we also have a module on blockchain essentials. So all of you must have heard about blockchain and how uh, how the emerging technology of blockchain is disrupting uh, what we have right now. So blockchain is a very unique technology where all of the elements are called blocks, and all of these elements are unique by themselves, and they are linked to one another, which creates a sort of a chain. And this chain is totally uh, uh, undestructible. You cannot sort of hack this chain, this blockchain. It is virtually impossible to impregnate it. So basically, you will not be able to do any kind of virus attacks or any kind of security breach onto this blockchain network. So blockchain is a very important aspect of data science. Okay, so this module gives you a clear understanding and foundational understanding, as well as a deeper understanding of what blockchain is all about. Then we move on to this module called data visualization. So as data scientists, we will do a lot of data analytics, and we get the raw data, and we do a lot of data analysis on this data. But it is also important to then create a good visual representation of our insights and show it to the management, who might really not be aware about the nuances of data science. Okay, So after all the analysis is done, it is also very important to know how to visually represent this data and this insight that we have got out of our analysis. And in data visualization, that is what we will be doing. Okay, so these are the core modules that you will be completing as part of the Masters in Data Science program. And on top of that, you also get an opportunity to do a capstone project based on the learnings that you've had within this program. Okay, so you get to understand how research is done, what are some of the foundations on how research can be done, and you also get an opportunity to do a capstone project on any real world business challenge that you are aware of or you want to work on using the learnings that you have in this module. So that's a little bit about this whole program, how it's structured, and what all you'll get to learn in this MBS program. Next slide, please. So Uni Athena has a global classroom. We have learners from more than 120 countries joining us. A lot of them are working professionals, professionals handling very senior roles in their respective domains. And we are proud to bring all of them together in this single platform called Uni Athena. And we hope and wish that you will also come join us. Next slide. So finally, we will just go through how the actual learning will happen once you enroll into this program. So the like I was telling you, the entire program is divided into several modules, starting with, let's say, the introduction to data analytics module. So once you start with the introduction to data analytics module, this module itself comprises of several learning resources. The first learning resource that you will have is called the video lecture. Here, a faculty or a subject matter expert in this domain will be giving you a short lecture on a particular topic within this particular module. Okay, so that is the first learning resource that will be available for you. Okay, so the entire module, let's say the introduction to data analytics module, will comprise of several lessons, and for each lesson you will get a video tutorial along with that lesson. And the video tutorial will basically be a faculty giving you a video lecture on that particular lesson. So after the video tutorial or the video lecture comes the essential reading. So the essential reading will basically be discussing more or less the same thing that the video lecture was discussing, but now you have this in a written format, and it will also convey a little more detailed information than the video lecture. So once you complete the video lecture for a particular lesson, you also get an opportunity to go through the essential readings, which is where the material is, the learning resources provided in written format. So you can, if you are a learner who likes to read and learn, then essential readings is the way to go. Okay, so that's about the essential reading section. After that, you also have what's called a reference material section. So this reference material gives you access to some live case studies or any other reference material which is in alignment with the lesson that you're looking at right now. So it could be a case study, it could be some business related information, or obviously relevant to the lesson that we are doing. And apart from that, we also have what's called the additional resources. So additional resources gives you access to academic research material. It could be journals, it could be articles, it could be ebooks. So these kind of academic material you will get access to. And again, these academic materials are closely aligned to the content that you will be learning in that lesson. So let's say we have this introduction to data analytics module, and that module can have, let's say, around 20 to 25 lessons. For each lesson, you're going to get a video lecture, an essential reading, a reference material, and additional resources. So there is an extensive amount of learning material that is available for you, and you can go into any level of deep learning based on the learning resources that are available for you. So that was a little bit of the program, our partnership, our collaboration, and how the program is structured and how the learning itself will happen if you enroll for this program at Uni Athena. Now I'll let Ms. Fatima conclude by talking to you about the payment and other details of how you can enroll into the program. Over to you, Fatima.
Yeah, hello and a good day to everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're based. Now, our program, it's very affordable. As Nitin has already explained that, we are offering this master's in data science in association with the GMU University. You can pay in installments. You need not pay the entire fee upfront. You just need to pay the registration fee, and then you can pay the fee monthly. So the entire fee is split into monthly installments. You can pay it month by month, like there are 9 installments, so you can pay in 9 installments. And then you pay the certification fee and get your degree certificate. Again, regarding convocation, you can go to Italy for the convocation, but that is not like included here. So those charges will be extra, which you need to pay only if you're going. Okay, Prashant, next slide. Yeah. Yeah, there's an early exit award, like in case maybe, some unfortunate situation comes up wherein you have to exit in the middle of the program. Maybe you've done 2 modules, or you've done 4 modules, 3 modules, whatever. So you can take an exit there. You need to pay the early exit fee, which is a very nominal fee, which you can pay and claim your certificate for that number of ECTS credits. So for example, you've done, like 2 modules, you'll get credits for that and the certificate pertaining to those 2 modules. So you need not, I mean, it's not that if you leave the program midway, you will be, not certified, you'll not get anything. Of course, you'll not get the master's degree, but then you can claim a certificate for whatever number of modules and whatever number of credits you have completed. Next slide, Prashant. Okay, now the eligibility criteria. You need to have a bachelor's degree. And here, I think this is slightly wrong here. It's not like with work experience, because the master in data science is only through the bachelor's degree. And you need to have a good level of English. There's no mature entry route at the moment for this program. Maybe, very few exceptions may be possible, but for very rare individuals who have very vast experience related to the same industry, maybe, related to the same background they have, so then they might get exemptions, but otherwise a bachelor's degree is mandatory and they need to have a good level of English. So I think that's it. We are open to queries in case anybody has any questions pertaining to the program or the fee structure or anything. You're welcome to ask us.
Yeah, Khalid, you can ask your question.
Yes, I'm by the name Khalid Kafi Mojo, currently residing in Kenya, specifically in Kakuma refugee camp. I really was very interested, and I really been here with Utinai. The name is very complicated, but wherever it is. So I've been with them since I did one data, but it is just a training for something like a week, and I achieved my certificate also, but that is free of charge. So today also I attended this session, and it was an interested. It seems like I want to continue in this data science. So the session was very interested. I actually got interested in that session, and I would like to continue and to take further studies in this data science, as you have explained. Also, the explanation from the other person is, I don't know his name, but I don't remember his name, but the explanation was very clear. Also, Fatima came in and explained. Everything was clear, but I have an issue that will not allow me to continue or to enroll in that. But let me hope that everything will just work well as I can also join you there. But thank you. In case of anything, I will just maybe contact. I don't know which email can I contact so that I can inquire more. So thank you.
Thank you, Khalid.
Okay. Now, I think we have some questions in the chat also. So here we'll take those questions. Fine. Somebody is asking to share the slides. We'll see if we can share the slides with you. We'll have to check with the department. Now here, I think, Prashant, this is a technical question which Michael has asked. Where data mining can be categorized into data science in general? What is the difference, and can data mining process be studied or treated as data science in general? What about big data technology? So I think you can take this question, Prashant.
Yeah. So yeah, actually, what's the name of this? I don't see the name.
Michael.
Hey, Michael. Yeah, actually, data mining is a technique. Okay, so it's not a new technique. It's an old technique. Okay, data mining was used like a decade back also, and now also data mining is used under data science. Okay, normally data mining is used to find patterns in data. So if you talk about like time series data, so obviously data mining is used over there to find the pattern in time series data. Or if you talk about unsupervised learning, then data mining is the best technique to use in the this data science field. Okay, and obviously it's a technique, so we use the techniques. You see, the stat is also a very old thing, but still we are using stat also in data mining or data science. So obviously everything is like mixed up, and everything comes under one umbrella, that is AI.
Okay, now Anna has asked this question. This course is very interesting. I can get full paid scholarship. Unfortunately, Anna, we do not have scholarships. Unfortunately, we do not have scholarships at all. It's very rare that we might be providing discounts. And that is also like, maybe especially for data science, we do not do so. But maybe, as a gesture of goodwill, Prashant, we can offer all the participants a 10% scholarship or a discount on the course fee if they're enrolling by the 15th of this month. So if somebody is interested, you can just, I have put my email address there in the chat box. You can just email to me, or you can reach out to us via WhatsApp, and all the participants, because we'll have the details for you. So we can offer you a 10% discount on the course fee, but because we do not have scholarships in general. So Anna, I'm sorry, we cannot offer you this scholarship. Now, Dennis, you've asked what are the benefits of dual certification. Dennis, dual certifications, like you're doing the same program. So you need not see you're doing the same courses, same modules, same, research or dissertation. And when you get two certificates, you can put it there on your CV. You can show it to employers. See, I have these qualifications. So definitely it will add to your, market, value, maybe, if you're working, or if you want to change jobs, you want a promotion, something like that. So this will definitely add to your CV and your resume that you have two certificates. So you need not study anything extra, but still you benefit out of the dual certifications. So, but here for the data science, the second certification is optional, which is like a postgraduate diploma in data science. This is from CIQ UK, but you need to pay USD 300 extra for that. So this course is like an optional dual certification. Otherwise, if you're not opting for it, you get the master degree. Now, when is admission open for 2023? Sanjali, you've asked this question. Now, the academic session like for 2023, actually, we have a rolling intake. So whenever you are interested in the program you want to join, you can enroll, you can submit your application with your documents, it will be evaluated, and then you can start the program. So this particular program is having a rolling intake. Then Ifeoma has asked, do I need a degree in data science before I can be enrolled? No, Ifeoma, you need not have a degree in data science. You need to have a general bachelor's degree from any recognized institution. But again, you should be having, maybe, you should be having a basic understanding, or you should be able to grasp what is taught to you. Because this program is not easy, not like any other programs. So sometimes if you join for the program and you find that you cannot do it, you cannot pursue, so you need to devote extra time, and you need to have a clear understanding before you can proceed. So data science degree is not mandatory, but yes, it would definitely benefit if you have it. Okay, then which other question we have? Okay, what is the difference? Edward, you've asked this. What is the difference between the master's certificate and the postgraduate certificate? Now, see, this master's certificate or the master degree is a degree at the master's level. Like in the UK or the, Europe, we have this levels of learning. Master's is at a level 7. The postgraduate is also a level 7. But then, master's degree is a degree with a particular number of credits. The certificate, postgraduate certificate can have any, credits. It can have a lesser number of credits. And it can be academic, non-academic in nature. However, a master's degree certificate is always generally like academic in nature. And again, it's a degree. So there's a difference. That is also called a certificate. A master's degree is also a certificate. But then it's a degree ultimately. So this is definitely having more value than a PG certificate. Okay, what programming language will be used? This one, Prashant, you can just take this.
Yeah, who is this? Actually, can please spell the name?
Edward.
Edward, see, you can work with Python, you can work with R, okay, you can with C, you can work with Java, okay, there is no language barrier, but this program is very much like designed for a common person who don't have any experience in any coding language, okay. So you can start with a little knowledge of Excel, so but still like our first initial module will give you an introduction of the Excel. So if you don't know Excel also, then we will teach you Excel over there, and then you will be expert in data analytics using Excel. And after that, there are a few modules which will make you very efficient using Python. So obviously Excel and Python, we will be teaching you in this program.
Okay, the next one, is there a certificate for this session or not? If someone wants to enroll to study, how can someone enroll? Fine, we will send out a certificate for this program. And now if someone wants to enroll, you can connect directly with the admissions@uniathena.com, or you can email to me. I've put my email ID in the chat box. You can reach out to us. You can register through our website, everything. And once you've given your details, your WhatsApp number or your contact number, your email address and your name, one of our admissions advisors will reach out to you. They'll connect with you and then they'll explain the entire process. You need to submit your documents, including your bachelor's degree and your ID proof. It should be a photo ID and a passport size photo. So these are the three documents which are required. And once you've submitted, your application would be evaluated. Upon approval, you can simply pay the registration fee and you can start. So this is simple. Then when is the next class starting? If you're as I just explained, this is a rolling intake. So if you want to start now, you can start now. If you want to start like next year, you can start next year. Safe, you've asked, I need to have a recorded clip. I'm having a network problem. I'll have to check if we can share it. Then Sanjali, you've asked, is the program purely online? Yes, this is a completely online self-study program with a personal tutor support. And then they explain the personal tutor support to you. They'll not be teaching you, but they'll be supporting you. So maybe you're stuck somewhere, you cannot upload your assignment, you're having some other difficulties. They'll be there to assist you. However, the main learning is done through the video lectures and the study material which is available to you online on your portal. Bismarck, you've asked how much is the fee? The fee for this program is US dollars 4,250. It can be paid in installments. And if you want the optional dual certification, that is the PG certificate, PG diploma, then you'll have to pay the additional charges which are applicable for that. Courage, you've asked, what is the registration fee? How much will be the installments if one is to pay the tuition fee monthly? Okay, Courage, now this registration fee is 400 US dollars. And the installment amount, the current installment structure is such that you need to pay 350 per month, US dollars 350 per month, over 9 months. And then you need to pay the certification fee, the degree certification fee, which is again US dollars 700. So the total fee works out to be 4,250 US dollars. And you can pay, like if again I said the additional certificate, if you're looking for it, if you want the diploma, you can pay the fee for that and claim the diploma certificate as well. So this is the tuition fee. And again, convocation charges are not included. So if somebody wants to go to Italy to the university for the graduation ceremony, they need to bear those expenses. Okay. Now, Robert, you've asked what is the total fee and is there scholarship attached? Robert, I've just explained that in the previous question. The total fee and scholarship, as I said, we do not offer generally, we do not offer any scholarships. However, for the participants of this particular program who are currently there, we can offer you a 10% discount. Now, Boho, you've asked, can I be exempted on some courses based on prior learning in data science? Tabo, you need to submit the relevant documentation, supporting documents, showing, proving that you've studied, this particular, course or maybe some modules, whatever you've done earlier, and you need to have done it at a level 7 or the master's level. So if somebody has done something at a bachelor's level and they want exemption at the master's level, that is not possible. You should have done at the master's or higher level. In case you've done it, definitely it will be considered. Tamba, okay. I'm Ishmael from Sierra Leone. Can you please tell us the entire fee for the masters and the fee per module? Okay, Tamba, I've just explained, Ishmael, I've just explained this. The total fee is $4,250 US. And the fee per module, actually, this program, we split the fee over installments. So this is not a module wise payment. This is a monthly payment. So monthly, you need to pay $350 US for this. And okay, now I'm intending, Amos, you've asked, I'm intending to enroll for the degree in data science. Kindly please help. Amos, please reach out to me over my email address, or you can again just, or provide your details here. We'll be contacting you. Okay, Tracy, hi Fatima, I did not get you quite clear on the prerequisite. Any degree will do, or it has to be in data science? Okay, if you have a degree in BA, economics and sociology, that's perfectly okay, Tracy. You can apply for the program. I only said that you need to have a, mindset. You need to have a, understanding when you're doing. So you should be good at that. You should be able to grasp. So it's not like that you need to have a degree in data science only. You can have any bachelor's. That's perfectly okay. Then, Mohammed, are there any exams to be taken to earn a master's? If your answer is yes, are they going to be conducted? How are they? Okay, there are no exams. These are all assignment-based programs which you're offering. So there is no exam. You need to submit your assignment. They will be uploaded online, of course. And all the evaluation will be done online. Okay. Brian, great. You're looking forward to enrolling. Sorry. Okay. Tracy, you've written that you're hopeful that people can get some certifications on the module. Really helpful. Tracy, if as I said, early exit award is there. So you can, if you've done some modules, you'll be getting the certification. Okay. Cost, I've already, Timothy, I've explained $4,250 US. Again, on to see, you've asked like complete master's degree fee, fine. I've done that. Okay. Okay, Dr. Ruth, you've written, I attended one of your courses and we were told we would be sent the certificate and the course financial, but I have not received. Dr. Ruth, you can just email to us and they will look into it. Maybe, like if they've not just sent your certificate, they'll be sending it out to you. Now, if you don't have good levels in English, you can't do masters. I'm from Senegal and French is a national language. Okay, Yaya. Yaya, you need to be able to do your assignments because it's all based in English. So you need to be, able to work out your assignments, because without that, you cannot, do your assignments in French. Okay. Aristide, you asked, is this master's recognized in North America? Aristide, like Canada, US, what you're asking, the WES is, authorizing or approving this program, and WES is for Canada and US migration. So you can say that, yes, it should be recognized in the US and Canada. Almo, you asked, what is the tuition fee? I've just explained to you what is the total cost broadly. Again, in US dollars, it is $4,250 US. Then Aristide, probably, like you've asked, you've licensed in network and telecom. You need to submit your documents, Aristide. In case you do not have a bachelor's degree and we find that you're suitable enough, you have a very good experience, based on your documents, we'll have to, interview you. So only after interview, if somebody doesn't have a bachelor's, you need to go through the interview first before we give you the offer letter. Then Anna has asked regarding a certificate. As I said, we can send out the certificates to you. Madhu, you've asked like what is the registration and the first installment. Registration fee is $400 US. First installment is $350 US. Total $750 US. Then Walter, you've given your email address. We'll reach out to you. And is there any other query? Okay. Alistair, you've asked who to contact in the admissions team. You can write to me directly at fatima@uniathena.com, or you can write to admissions@uniathena.com. Alistair, you've written, I want to immigrate to US or Canada. Is it recognized in these countries? I just said a few moments earlier that we are, these certificates are being attested by the WES, which is for immigration to Canada and US. So you can check with them again if you want. Okay, now, Edward, you've written this 10% offer is valid only till 15th of November. No, sorry, Edward, because we actually do not give this, discounts on any of our programs, and especially the Master in Data Science, we are not offering. Upon completion, which institution name will appear on the certificate? The university name, that is the Guglielmo Marconi University of Italy, the GMU. You can even go to the university for the graduation to Italy, but that is optional. However, a sample certificate is available on the website as well in case somebody wants to have a look at it. You can visit www.uniathena.com and you can get the sample certificate there. Then how many months to complete the course? Isaac, you've asked this. I think Nitin had taken this up earlier. You can finish the program in 9 to 24 months, minimum 9 months, and maximum 24 months. Okay, I think we are done with these queries. Then Anna, you're sleepy. You can go off to sleep. Yeah, I think 1:28 a.m. That is almost, like midnight, after midnight. Okay. Now I'll take the queries there in the Q&A box. Okay. Dr. La, dear sir, will this webinar supply attendance certificate? You can just write to them for the attendance certificate. Then, okay, Elia, you've asked, would you please inform about the learning period and the cost? On the other hand, how can we practice? Because data science is mostly about practicing. Okay, now I'll just let you know the learning period. You can learn complete the program between 9 to 24 months. The cost is $4,250 excluding the certificate, the diploma certificate. And Prashant, can you take this about, practicing because it is like data science she's asked. Ilya.
Yeah. So Ilya, it's not about like practicing is all about in all the courses. It's not about the data science. Yeah, you can say that a lot of coding and analytics things are required, and a lot of tool you will be going to know, like Excel, Python. So obviously, the more you practice, the more pro will you be in that tool. So obviously, yes.
Okay, Omari from Kenya, you've asked, is this session being recorded? Because I would like to watch it later. Okay, this session is being recorded, but regarding sharing of the recording, you'll have to write to us. Then Adama, you've asked, how can I have scholarship? Okay, Adama, as I said, we do not provide scholarships generally, but to the attendees of this webinar, this particular session, we are giving like 10% discount till 15th of the month. Julian, you've asked, you've not understood the regression technique. So Julian, Prashant.
Yeah.
He wants to know about the regression technique.
Okay. So Julian, I hope you know a very basic straight line equation, that is y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, so over here y is your dependent variable and it depends upon your independent variable, that is x. So the number of times the x will change, the dependent variable will change according to the coordinates of x. Okay, so the same happens with the regression analysis. Oh, okay, So if you have some kind of dependent variables, okay, and you have some independent variables, so you design a regression model, okay, where all these independent variables will give you the result of the dependent variables. Okay, the equation will be very simple, that y is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 and so on. So number of variables. Okay, so whenever any variable changes, so there will be change in the dependent variables. So in such a way you can get the relationship between a particular independent variable and the dependent variables. If the coefficient of any independent variable is high with the dependent variable, you say it that these two variables are having good core relation with the dependent variables. Okay, this is how we come to know about the relationship between two variables.
Okay, then Daniel, you've asked regarding the tuition fee. It is $4,250 plus USD 300 for the optional certification, postgraduate certification, apart from convocation charges in case somebody is interested. Sandily, you've asked like the admission open for 2023 academic session. You can enroll like now or later. As I said, this is a rolling intake. Then an anonymous attendee. I do not like actually these anonymous names because it's preferable if you just put your name there. However, I'll take your question. After completing the program, how long does it take for you to receive the soft hard copy of the degree certificate and transcripts? It usually takes between 3 to 4 months for the certificates to be sent out from the date when you apply for them and you have paid the fee for those. Saif Ahmed, can you have a soft copy after the lectures? Now, are you asking about this presentation? This would be available on YouTube. Regarding the soft copy, I'll have to check. Okay, now Ayan, you want to know, since the fee per module, does this mean that they would pass less when they receive exemptions? They would, I don't know, maybe pay less, what she's written. Yeah, if you are receiving any exemptions, you will be given because generally it would be 50% of the installment payment. So if you're getting exemptions, probably instead of 350, you pay 175 for that particular module. Now, Tamba, you've asked your Ishmael from Sierra Leone. Okay, the entire fee is $4,250. The cost is split into monthly payments. It is not a pay per module cost. Okay, Ishmael, I hope I'm clear. Then, Matthew, you've asked, can someone without data science experience and background enroll? Definitely you can. You just need to be able to analyze, stuff, and you should be having, like a bachelor's degree with a good understanding of English. Okay. Aya, you've written that before, I just want to ask if I have bachelor in mathematics, minor degree in business administration. Noting that, yeah, that's okay, perfectly okay. You can enroll for the program. Then Bismarck fee, I've just explained, $4,250. Bismarck registration fee, $400. Washi, you asked, is there a plan to add a PhD in data science? At the moment, we do not have a PhD like in data science. We do not have a plan. But if we do have it, we'll definitely inform all the learners and we'll have it available on the website. Then again, what is the conditions to take up the course? Then take the degree. I've just said you need a bachelor's degree and a good understanding of English. Next, graduation in Italy. Now, anonymous attendee, please put your name, then I'll take your questions, because we have the graduation ceremonies in Italy. We'll be having, whenever you complete the next graduation, you'll be competing only in 2023. So you can go for the 2023 graduation ceremony, which would be somewhere around September. Tracy, you've asked, the installments of $350 are in consideration of taking the entire course. What if someone wants to take module wise? Okay, Tracy, we are not offering this program, per module as such at the moment. But if you want to take it module wise, then the fee will be different. You can just email to me. I will send you the fee structure if you're taking the fee per module, if you want to take the course per module. Osvaldo, you've asked, do I still need to pay monthly even though each module takes 2 months? Can I not pay? No, Osvaldo, this program is a pay per month. It is not a pay per installment course. So you need to pay monthly the program fee. Okay. Have assignments have enough time frame or short deadlines? Assignments, see, the first, like when you get access to the module, you need to submit your assignment between 21 and 60 days. So that's, I think, in more than enough time for you to complete the program, I mean, the module assignment. Okay. Our assignment based on coding and practice or multiple choice form. This one, Prashant, if you can just handle this question. Aya has asked.
Yeah, so it's in
Yeah.
combination of quizzes. It's a combination of assignments. Okay, the small task will be there. Okay, based on like quizzes are also there. Tasks based on codings are there. You need to write a bunch of code. You need to execute it, take the snapshot, and you need to put in the assignment.
Okay. Now, Henry, you asked after paying for the certification, how long does it take? I think, Henry, you're an enrolled learner. So it takes generally 3 to 4 months for you to get the certificate. Then Abdullah, you asked, I'm already enrolled and I have only 2 modules remaining. I want to travel for the graduation ceremony. What assistance can you give to ensure student visa? See, Abdullah, we can give you a letter, invitation letter. The university will send out also the invites. So you can apply for the visas based on that. But again, visas are subject to multiple other conditions. So maybe for a Schengen visa, maybe it depends on which nationality you are, which country you're based. So generally, student visas, if you're going for the graduation ceremonies, are cleared. But still, there are certain other checks which are applicable, for various nationalities and various, countries and many other things. So getting a visa or your visa, gets approved or rejected, again, depends on various other factors apart from us. To ensure that you get the visa, what we can do, we can provide you the invitation, for the ceremony. We can provide you a letter, and stating that you're a student. We can, you can submit your documents relevant, whatever that assistance we can give you. But we cannot ensure a visa for anybody. I mean, even no university can ensure, because that is again dependent on the government and the various conditions attached to that. So I think I've taken these questions, Prashant. In case anybody has any live questions, they can ask. And then we'll see. I think somebody has a hand raised. I think, yeah, Madhu.
Madhu is there, yeah.
Yeah, he's there. So does he have, access to speak?
Yeah.
Okay, you can ask a question.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Can you hear me?
Hi, please ask your question.
Okay. Okay. Initially, I wanted to ask the question, but most of the my inquiries have been addressed by each of the questions you've been answering. So I don't think it's very clear. Also, I've also sent you a mail as regards to the admission process. So I don't know if you can respond as soon as possible, so I can actually start.
We will respond to it as soon as possible. And you be
right.
sure. I mean, yeah, we'll reply at the earliest.
All right.
Okay, I think Aristide, you have the. I mean, you can ask your question. Aristide, you have your hand raised.
Yeah, Aristide, you can ask your question.
Okay, I think he cannot hear.
Yeah. Hello, or you can type your question.
I think he asked quite a few questions. Probably his questions
Okay.
were also answered. Yeah.
I think we have answered like all the questions in
Yeah, I
QA
think
box
Aristide had
also.
queries related to migrating to US and Canada.
Okay.
So I think we've taken all the questions.
Yeah.
If anybody else has anything, you're free to ask. Or again, you can always email them to me in the at the email address which I've provided in the chat box, fatima@uniathena.com. Or you can also WhatsApp us on the number which was provided to you in the chat box. So I think that's it, Prashant.
Yeah, I think like
we
have taken all the questions and we have answered all the questions. Yeah. So I would like to thank all the attendees for giving your valuable time for this webinar. or we can say live session. And thanks to the panelists, Ms. Fatima and Mr. Nitin, for giving his valuable time for this webinar. Thank you very much. And I hope we will be coming soon with more interactive webinar like this. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for the good time. Thank you.